what better way to start off this Friday with the first service call repairing a boiler made in Italy? Guys, you're not going to want to miss it. Smash that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and like always, let's do yours next, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is June 2nd out here, 2023, and it is 6:58 a.m. It's Friday morning, and I don't want to say this is going to be the last one before our 2-week hiatus when we leave for Europe, but we're getting close to that time. Guys, this morning we have a busy morning, a busy day lined up. Right now we're going to a new customer's house who's got a 10-year-old L.L.C combi boiler that's never been serviced before, and he's getting an ignition failure. Guys, L.L.C is a Italian-made, they were back then an industrial and radiator company that strictly produced radiators and industrial boilers. In the latter part of the years, they came upon and started producing residential boilers, wall-hung boilers. Now they discontinued the wall-hung boilers. Now they make floor-mounted boilers, but we're going to a 10-year-old L.L.C made in Italy, which is now QHT, wall-hung combi boiler that does both space heating and domestic water, and the gentleman's getting an ignition failure. So we got L.L.C on the phone. We got some part numbers. We ordered a rebuild kit for this boiler for the whole ignition setup, guys. We're going to be changing the electrode kit. We're going to be changing the fan and APS PCB board. We're going to be changing, we're even going far enough to change the pressure switch, guys. Pressure switch is a proven switch to prove that the inducer motor is on for proper ignition. So we're going to go there now. Hopefully we don't spend too much time there, but we're going to rebuild this L.L.C boiler that hasn't seen a set of hands in 10 years, and we're going to get our eyes, ears, and hands on it today. We might even do a combustion test. We might whip out Testos 320 combustion analyzer, because who knows what this thing looks like, but we're going there to get this thing up and going, and I'm taking you along for the ride, guys. So hope everybody enjoys this content. Leave a comment down below. Leave this video a thumbs up, and you're not going to want to miss it, guys. Let's do it. All right, so this L.L.C boiler, guys, we got the cover off. Now we're going to open up the combustion chamber. We're going to take these 3 screws out, and these 3 also. We're going to be changing the fan and APS control board. He's getting an ignition failure. We're going to take these screws out here, and this whole tray slides out. But we're going to get to the electrode setup and the spark ignition. So let's take these screws off, and let's take this off. Here we go. All right. Power disconnected. Power disconnected. Let's not lose these screws. Put them aside. Let's get to the pressure switch and the electrodes. So on this boiler here, they don't have no hydraulic separation. There's no closely spaced T's. There's no manifold. I'm going to show you that. This gentleman's got 3 of them in this house, and we want to get the most out of them, so before we change them, let's get this one more screw out here on top. All right, so guys, as you can see, this is the bottom. This is the domestic side right here. This and this is the space heating side. There are no closely spaced T's. There is no hydraulic separation here. But behind this cover here, we're going to be changing this pressure switch here. We're going to be changing the left electrode, the right electrode, and the detection electrode that's under here. We are gonna try to remove this plate here so we can get to these electrodes and take this grommet out right here. But he's getting a ignition failure, and there's our little sight glass right there. And I could show you. That's where the ignition happens, right in there. So, boiler is warm. It's intermittently comes on and off. So let's try to take this plate off and let's get these electrodes out. Wow. All right, these damn Italians. They must have some small tools to work on, because to get these screws on these electrodes here, just through this little hole, is gonna be nearly impossible. This is as much play as I got on this plate here. So I'm gonna remove this tray here, remove these screws here, pull this out, and get my long magnetic screwdriver up in there, and hopefully I can get it. Let's see. All right, so guys, I got the control panel removed off of this bracket here. Hopefully I can get my long screwdriver, and I can get in there to get these screws, just like that. Look at that. Are you kidding me? These Italians. I think I might be able to get this one right here. That's crazy, right through this little grommet. Okay, so I got this one, which is good. I'm able to get that one. And make sure we don't lose this screw, so let me see if I can put this down. All right, guys, let's not lose this screw here. This is what holds the electrodes in. Invest in a nice magnetic screwdriver. Let's put this screw right here. Let's take these electrodes out. Crazy. I'll take them out one by one. Let's take a look at them. See what they look like. Alright, guys, so we got these two electrodes out here. And make sure you know the orientation of them, because they got to go back the same way, so. Let's disconnect this one in the back here. Wow, these freaking Italians, they don't make it easy, man. They don't make it easy. I'm gonna label this one. I'm gonna label this one B for back, and this one for front. I'm gonna label the porcelain because they're all different lengths here. So let's disconnect here. Disconnect here also. Out. Not easy, not easy. All right, guys, these are the new electrodes that are getting put in. These are the old ones. I mean, they look a little charred up, but not as bad as I thought they would be, but they're being replaced. So let's change these three. Let's change the pressure switch and the control board, and let's get them up and going. I swear, guys, this has got to be the worst boiler I've ever worked on. Just trying to get the electrodes out and put them back in. Fucking impossible. 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 I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Not easy. Guys, if you think I'm bullshitting you, trying to get these electrodes staggered like that back into this combustion chamber, impossible. Guys, we finally got that screw set. I kid you not, at least 20 minutes trying to get it in. Trying to hold it right through this little hole and getting your fucking fat fingers right through this little space. Not happy with Biasi and QTP. Not happy. but we finally got it. Let's put the detection electrode in here and let's get on out of here. All right, guys, so we got the old pressure switch out. We got the new one in. Guys, make sure you blow out this tubing here. Make sure it's clear, okay? Right now we're gonna change the board. We got the electrodes in finally. Not easy, guys, not easy, but got it. Don't give up, be resilient. Guys, right now we're gonna change the APS ignition board here. On this, we're gonna take these screws off, and this board should be right here. It goes in this corner, so we're gonna change that and fire it up and see what we got. Here we go. All right, guys, there's that APS and fan board here. Guys, trying to get these Molex plugs out. Use a flathead screwdriver and try to pry them up, just like this, and they'll come up nice and easy for you. So we got this. Wow, she's in there. She's in there. A little lube, mama. A little lube. Let's see. All right, guys, so we got the old board out, the new board in. Here's your low voltage 24-volt transformer here. Right now, we're going to power this unit on. First, we're going to plug in our wiring for our electrodes, plug this baby in, and fire it up. Get a call for hot water and see what she does. Here we go. All right, guys, let's restore power. Let's restore power here. Turn this off. And let's get a call for hot water. There we go. Alright, she's purging. We got ignition. Beautiful. Let's make sure she stays on. She stays on. You want all green, guys. Red indicator is no good. She fired right up. She fired right up. There's my hot coming out, nice and hot here. There's my mixed. Very nice, beautiful. 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 They're using Honeywell's thermostatic mixing valve. Wow, she's hot. She's hot. Beautiful. I'm blaming it on the bad detection electrode. The bad detector. You have a left electrode, a right electrode, and a detector. This is what detects the flame from the gas valve. So, bad ignition fixed by the electrodes. We changed the fan board, the pressure switch, and he's good to go. Oh yeah, wow. Turn that off. Make sure this burner turns off. Burner is off. Let it pre-purge. Let it sit for a few seconds. Let's fire it back up. Let's see. Let it sit for a few seconds. Beautiful. Beautiful thing. Beautiful. If I see another L.L.C boil, I'm gonna rip the freaking hair out of my freaking head and rip all this freaking gray stuff out of my beard, guys. This wasn't easy to work on, but you know what? We were persistent, we didn't give up, and we gave this guy comfortability of having a nice, warm shower. Let's take out our Testos 320. Let this zero out. Let's do a combustion test. All right, guys, we got our probe in. She has zeroed out. We're gonna leave this right here. We're gonna take out our exhaust plug right here. I'm gonna leave this on the side. We're gonna stick our probe right in there. And we're gonna check draft and proper combustion. So, flue gas analysis. We're working with natural gas here. We're not gonna start that yet. I'm gonna take the iPad and I wanna go to Riva Plus Combi Boiler by L.L.C here. And I wanna go to flue gas analysis. Who's calling me? My buddy Dave, who I'm going on vacation with to Europe. It's gonna have to wait, Dave. Hold on, I'm just recording.
I'm gonna go down to flue gas analysis. Flue gas figures, guys. CO2 and O2, a min of 2.5. On the O2, 16.5. So let's put this here. Every boiler is different. We're gonna leave this here just like that. We're gonna start our analyzer. We're gonna get another call for heat, another call for hot water. And let's see if we are in the parameters. Beautiful ignition. Wow, beautiful. Let's see if we're in the correct parameters. O2 here. CO2, 2.5 minimum, O2, 16.5. I'm gonna leave this just like that. The O2, 14.4. Our minimum is 16.5. So we're in range with that. And let's look at our CO2. Let's go down to our CO2. CO2 3.6, CO2 2.5, in between 2.5 and 6.3. So we're in between, right where the L.L.C wants us to be. And I don't see any adjustments that need to be made. So we're using this 4-inch flue for combustion air. I don't know why they didn't use PVC, but it is what it is. Make sure our numbers are good. 15.2, CO2 3.2. CO2 in between 2.5 and 6.3. So we're right in the middle here. Right in the middle. We got great ignition. And she's done. That's beautiful. Too bad for no hydraulic separation or closely spaced tees to get the most efficiency out of this combi boiler, but we got good ignition and our numbers look good. We're gonna let this run for a few minutes, let it equalize. Back on up and get on out again. Beautiful. Got a little burnt toast. Beautiful. Wow, very nice. Make sure she shuts down. I think to make some serious hot water, man. Beautiful. All right, Andrew. All righty. All right. So, boiler's working. Boiler's working. We changed the electrodes that were bad.
Yeah.
We changed the pressure switch.
Okay.
And the control board here.
Okay.
She fires right up with no issues.
Okay.
Is anybody upstairs?
I'm not 100% sure.
Is there a bathroom on this floor?
Yeah.
Because I was just running the kitchen sink, but if you
Okay.
could just run the bathroom and watch this thing fire up. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks. Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you doing this?
Good. Thank you. No, absolutely. Sure. All right. She's coming on. Beautiful. Good. Beautiful.
What do you think was
The electrodes here. The electrodes here.
old and
Some of them are a little burnt. Some of them are a little worn off.
yeah?
But you know, parts go bad. This boiler is over
Yeah.
10 years old. You know, it's never been serviced. So
Yeah.
a pair of hands have never been on this boiler before. So it's just lucky that we have parts of this boiler. You know, if you need, I know you have 2 other ones in this house.
Yeah.
So the other parts are available for this thing. So
Yeah.
don't get rid of it until the heat exchanger cracks and it's leaking all over the place. You know,
Okay.
parts are available for it. So
Okay, good. All
you can
right.
shut that faucet now.
Okay.
You can shut it. Yeah.
Much to have it back and running.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's an inconvenience. You know, it's it's nice to have some hot water.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. So we did a combustion test on it. That's what that machine is for here.
Okay.
This machine here. We
Okay.
did a combustion test to make sure that the levels of carbon monoxide, CO2, oxygen are in the parameters of the manufacturer.
Yes.
So the boiler's running up to par.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
boiler's good.
All right.
She's old, but she's good.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
good,
That's
yeah.
kind of like, to be honest, the guys. other people we've had who talked to them, they're like, look, they're old, but they are solid performers.
Solid,
They're
but hard to work on.
Hard to work.
Hard
right.
to work on, man. The Italians, there's like no space in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Europe, man, it's a little cozier over there.
Yeah,
like in
I
America,
guess so.
they got a bit more space here.
I
you
guess
know?
so. You're right. You're right. And the guys who hung it, I mean, it is pretty high. I'm a short guy, you know, so I had to get up in there. But you're all set. You're all set.
Okay, great. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really don't want to see another Biasi boiler, whether it's made in Italy, whether it's made in your sister's you know what. Guys, that wasn't easy getting those electrodes out and getting the new ones in. Took me about 25 minutes to get them in and out. But right now I'm going to call my buddy Pat and let him know that over at QHT that, man, I don't want to go through that again. Hello, Pat. Pat, please. Pat, please. Oh, he stepped out. Can you have him, can you give him a message, have him call Mike from MJF Mechanical, 646 423 2174. Perfect. And you know what? Just let him know. You know, I was just working on the M135 combi here. And man, that thing was a pain in the ass. That was not easy getting those electrodes out. Not easy.
Oh, the ignition and defection electrodes?
Correct. That is not easy.
Unless you take the burner tray out.
Yeah, you'd have to
push
take.
that grommet up through the bottom. That's the only way to really do them.
Yeah, but
Otherwise, you wind up fighting screwdrivers into slots where they don't belong.
yeah, fighting it. I mean, man, and I was in a tight spot already, but you know, I managed to get it. But man, I wish they made it easier for us.
Okay.
Not easy.
Give me a shout.
Yeah, have him give me a call. Thank you.
Sure.
Take care. Bye. Guys, it's not easy out here. It's really not, but I'm going to wait for my buddy Pat to give me a call back. But what a perfect way to start a Friday, working on a boiler made in Italy. And in less than 72 hours, we'll be on a flight out of here, heading to Sicily and to Malta. Guys, hope everybody enjoyed this content. Leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. And if you're looking for an honest plumber who does plumbing, heating, air conditioning in the 5 boroughs, including Long Island, we are based out of Bayside, Queens. You can reach us at 646-423-2174. Guys, on that note, stay blessed, stay safe, stay cool, and like always, let's do yours next, baby.